friendship that'll never ever end.
Run! King Wonka Beats.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction live stream number 16. In that neighborhood, my brothers and sisters. Welcome in once again, my friends, to another reaction live stream. Hope y'all doing excelente out there today. And I'm glad that she came on back to the channel once again to help with the beam. And today, y'all, we going to a channel that I recently started reacting to, and I've been freaking loving it. It is freaking awesome. And we're going to check out their newest video. But before we do that, you know, I got to give a shout out to everybody who is in the comment section, starting with our girl, Julie. Hey, Bean Team. Hope you all are doing great. Yes, I'm doing great, Julie. Hope you're doing great too, man. Hey, this is an exciting day for me because it is Royal Rumble Day, Bean Team. Y'all know by now that I'm a WWE fanatic, you know what I'm saying? And the Royal Rumble is one of those PLEs, or like I like to call it, and what they used to call it, pay-per-views that we freaking love. Rochelle said, I'm gonna watch, but I can't join this time, you know, working and all that. But I will be watching live. Shout out to you, Rochelle, man. Glad you came back regardless. Whether you watch it now or you watch it later, I just appreciate you being here and showing love. And I'm talking to all y'all too, Bean Team. Whether you watching it now or you watch it later, man, appreciate the love and make sure that you hit the freaking like button. Real talk. We got Vendetta in here. We stacking out here. Hey, Vendetta, we trying to stack these members of the Bean Team up, y'all. Hey, as far as the channel goes, the thing that I have been saying and I can continue to say is we are growing. You know what I'm saying? We're not shrinking. We're not losing subscribers. We're gaining more and more and more, and we just got to keep that ball rolling. Shout out to Rock and React. What up, Bean Team? What up, Rock and React? Can't wait. Also got another crazy Ewu request for you. Let me know what it is. Rock and React. We may get to it today, depending on how long it take us to check out the latest Chill Scares video. But I digress. Speaking of Chilling Scares, we're about to get into that right freaking now. And the title of it is Disturbing Internet Mysteries That Have Been Solved. The one thing I can say about this one, Bean Team, at least the mysteries are solved. You know what I'm saying? Because how many of these unsolved mysteries have we watched? How many of these rabbit holes have we went down, man? And I got a love-hating relationship with them freaking unsolved mysteries in them rabbit holes, man. So at least we know they're going to be solved. But regardless, we know there's going to be a crazy, crazy video. And we're about to get into it. But before we get into it, Bean Team, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need, please. We are back to Chilling Scares. Once again, y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go.
Fun Time Kids Care. On the 25th of January 2015, Reddit user Disco Godfather 6922 made a post on the Salt Lake City subreddit that would start one of the biggest conspiracies in the platform's history. The post featured an image of a mysterious bright green building with little to no context. Its only identifying features were several signs that read Fun Time Kids Care, suggesting that the building might have once been a daycare center or at least pretending to be one. The title of the post read, "What's the deal with this place? Lived across the street from it for 5 years, never seen a kid there." At first glance, an abandoned daycare doesn't seem all that interesting, but something about this building felt off. There were details that didn't quite add up. The mismatch between the fresh-looking outside paint with old, worn-out signs, and the oddly placed windows that appeared to be boarded up from the inside. These strange elements caught people's attention, and before long, the post had gone viral across the internet. Then things got even stranger. A few days later, Disco Godfather visited the building again and described what they saw in a comment. "So I just came back from the place and found something in the back covered by a camo tarp. I then saw a Mexican man come out, pick something up, and go back inside. Earlier in the day, I went there and saw a pizza guy trying to deliver a pizza to the place. He knocked and nobody came to the door. He left, and I was about to as well until I noticed kids walking up to the door and trying to get in. Finally, an old Mexican lady opened the door and let them in. 5 years of living here, never saw a single person go in or out. Then in one day, I see 4 people. Weird. And while some people joked about the building being the base of operations for Walter White from the popular TV show Breaking Bad, others took things more seriously. To them, this daycare looked like a money laundering front, or something far sinister like an organ harvesting operation. One person also pointed out the convenient timing of Disco Godfather seeing the 2 kids after their post went viral, stating, "Could still be a drug front, but perhaps due to the additional attention it's getting, they're bringing in some of their own kids to make the place look more convincing." But before Disco Godfather and the rest of the internet could find any concrete answers, a Reddit user by the name of Deathship advised them to stop looking into this place. Naturally, people wanted to know who this guy was. As Redditors began looking further into Deathship to understand their ominous warning, they made some interesting revelations. Deathship was a retired Air Force linguist who was fluent in 8 different languages and was also stationed in Area 51 at some point. If these credentials were true, it was possible that this mysterious building was affiliated with one of the 3-letter organizations like the DoD, FBI, and CIA. And if Deathship knew, that would explain his warnings telling Disco Godfather to back off. But things became even more terrifying when soon after Deathship's comment, Disco Godfather began receiving threats from other users. "Delete your posts and comments and stop making questions. First and last warning, we know who you are. If you must continue your search, try to uncover what you seek. Do not say I didn't warn you." Things like this are always run by dangerous people. Things got even more alarming when people found a link between the daycare and a shipping container from China. The bill listed 1,100 kilograms of plastic jewelry and 6,825 kilograms of football and soccer balls. This led many to believe that this daycare might be involved in human trafficking, pointing out that the weight didn't match what you'd expect from lightweight plastic items. Fortunately,
right
all
now,
these disturbing
Bing
theories were discovered to be nothing more than conspiracy.
Right now, man, I'm conflicted. Like, I don't know if this place got something sinister going on or not. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, man. I don't freaking know. And as far as like listening to Reddit, it's hard to know who is telling the truth and who is not. You know what I'm saying? When users post on Reddit, it's hard to know who is lying and who is trolling and who is being 100. Let's keep going.
Conspiracies. The Utah Department of Health has official childcare licensing records indicating that Funtime Kids Care is just a normal functioning daycare. A recent comment by Reddit user Baby Tears also confirmed this with a personal story, which reads, "I know this post is old, but my dad actually went there as a kid. It's ran by a nice older lady. Apparently, my dad told me it's usually meant for kids as kind of a safe haven daycare to protect children who have a parent or family member that isn't meant to be in contact with them that's deemed as more dangerous or persistent. Hence why the windows are semi-covered with curtains and drawings, also for safety. That's why there are only a few kids in there. I live right by it, and they actually just painted the building a bright green with yellow windows. In the winter, there's cute snowmen in the playground."
Then see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, Bean Team. What the name is? BX by Tears. This Reddit poster. Do we supposed to believe that they telling the truth or not, or they just somebody who trolling? This one right here, man. I don't know which way to believe, but I'm glad that the case is solved. So we are gonna get the truth at the end. Let's just keep listening.
Looking into the daycare's history, it turns out it was originally established in 1973. And it used to be much more lively back in the day. However, after being purchased by a man named Richard Yoakum, after 2006, the daycare wasn't looked after properly, with multiple complaints of issues like infants being left outside without any supervision, yelling at children, and inappropriate sanitary facilities being common. Eventually, the business started to fail. But Richard continued to operate the daycare at a loss and handed it over to his mother just so she would have something to do in her elderly years. As for the ominous warnings from Deathship and others, they were just trolls taking the chance to harass Disco Godfather and turn this into something bigger than just a creepy building. Yeah. On May 15th, 2023, Richard passed away at the age of 79. But the Funtime Kids Care building still stands today, its legacy now reduced to a quirky internet footnote where fans of the mystery even dress up as the daycare for Halloween, an ending to what was, in hindsight, a completely overblown saga.
Yeah, that was overblown, and it was overblown more by the public or the Redditors or whoever, people coming up with crazy conspiracy theories, making something out of nothing, pretty much, Being Team. Long story short, short story long. And we got We got some more comments, y'all. Let me read these. Kylie in the building. Kylie 1993. Happy Saturday, Bean Team. I'm about to head out in a few for my niece's second birthday party. Hey, happy birthday to your niece, Kylie, man. Tell your niece happy freaking birthday from the Bean Team. Make sure you tell her that. CGT in the building. Hi, Bean Team. Glad to have you here as always, CGT. If it is a safe house daycare business, why paint it neon green? See, that's what I think added to the mystery and the aura, the allure of the building, the way it was painted, and the fact that they had the windows covered up and stuff. That would kind of made people like go off on these crazy theories with it. But you got a good point. We also got Red Pill Freedom once again on a Saturday. Well, I'm glad this turned out to be nothing crazy. The last thing we need is another panic about daycare centers like we saw in the 80s. Yes, and that's another great point too, Red Pill, because we do see it, and not even just the 80s, even till today. We hear a lot of stuff in the news about what be going on in some of these daycare centers, man, and it ain't pretty. I just tell you that. You know what I'm talking about. Let's keep going, y'all. Good video so far.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
Let's get past
For a lot of
Rock and React commercial. But yeah, man, good video so far. Red Pill, you made a great, like I'm glad, like this, seriously, I'm glad nothing crazy was going on. I'm glad it got blown out of proportion. I think I went too far back. Let's just start right here, y'all. Let's start right here.
96.7 FM Strange Sounds. On the 7th of January 2018, Reddit user Batchian320 made a post on the Beaverton, Oregon subreddit describing a bizarre phenomenon. The post read, "Tune in to 96.7 if you are near Progress Ridge. Some weird shit is going on. Sitting in the car with friends, tune to 96.7 and I'm hearing weird repeating sounds and sometimes random people talking or saying random things. The sounds get more bassy and less bassy with some strange frequencies interrupting other ones. Someone please explain this." And while others initially dismissed it as nothing more than two dominant radio stations playing over each other, they quickly changed their minds after listening to the eerie broadcast themselves.
KZRYLP, Portland.
Around the same time, Redditor Jimmy Saltz made a very similar post in the Beaverton subreddit as well. This essentially ruled out the possibility that the issue was related to Batchian's car radio. And as time went on, more and more reports of these strange noises started coming up, all revolving around 96.7 FM. Now, if these strange noises were just that, most people would have dismissed them as a faulty broadcast system and moved on with their lives. However, the most haunting thing about these noises was that they kept changing. They would cycle between white noise, something resembling a very loud fan, and the most terrifying old speeches from Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, and the Apollo 11 broadcasts.
What the
We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60.
I also found reports of these strange noises going as
No, man, I feel like whoever, like I feel like somebody trolling the freaking radio station. I feel like this is a troll just playing random crazy-ish in the radio station while the real authority is not around. You know what I'm saying? To control what the freak he is doing. And we got a new commenter in the building, Michael McCrae. I've been a Christian since I was a little kid, and I still am, and I don't know if the scary stories are true or not. I'll just say this, Michael. Some of them are, and some of them not. Real talk, like that's just the best way to say that. And me and the Bean Team, I don't know if you're a new member to the channel or whatever, or this just your first time actually leaving a comment. But if you go watch some of the freaking videos that we have watched over here on our channel, Mike, you will see that some of that is just really, really, really real. But also, as you said, some of it is fake too. Shout out to you though for the comment. We got Mandela. I have never heard of this mystery before this video. Pretty interesting situation. Yeah, it's interesting to me, but I feel like this somebody who just playing a trick or trolling. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just playing random ass freaking audio. Like they playing Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy and the Apollo mission. Then they have all these weird noises. Somebody is trolling this freaking radio station broadcast. That's what I feel like. But let's find out.
As far back as 2017. And one post made by a now deleted Reddit account really stood out. It stated, "Did I record some kind of number station? Recorded this off of FM radio 1617 at about 6:30 p.m. The radio station is not officially listed." It went on in this pattern for several minutes before just playing some white noise type tone for hours and hours on end. No station call. The station is a defunct rock station I never heard of. The next day, they played MLK speeches and something that maybe could be called ambient music, slow motion tones, and whirring sounds. Nothing it's played is recognizable by Shazam. Any input is welcomed. The person who made this post also linked to a video they recorded, and sure enough, the noises matched the ones Batchy and 320 heard a year later. As far as I could tell, reports of these strange noises persisted until June 2018, only to disappear as suddenly as they emerged. This extended year-and-a-half-long timeline of these noises does negate the possibility of this being some troll hijacking the frequency. Because over such a long period, one of the people working for the 96.7 FM station must have noticed the hack and corrected the issue. So if these noises weren't caused by a malfunctioning broadcast or a hack, then what were they? The only people who could...
And I gotta say that, hey, Chilla Scales got a point right there. The fact that these noises was happening over years, maybe it wasn't a troll. But then if it ain't a troll, what the freak is it?
Prove these answers were those who owned and operated the station. And after going through one of the recordings of these noises, we can hear a distorted call sign of KZRYLP.
KZRYLP.
Looking up this call sign in FCC's public notice from August of 2018 reveals that this station is licensed to the Community Alliance of Tenants, which is a nonprofit aimed at helping tenants know their rights. However, this revelation introduced more questions than it answered. What does a nonprofit focused on tenant advocacy have to do with eerie, unexplained noises on the radio? Reaching out to the Community Alliance of Tenants was met with an outright denial of having any knowledge of interference with their station. This leaves only one possibility on the table, that these noises were deliberately broadcast by the Community Alliance of Tenants. As for why they would do this, the answer is simple: for attention. Think of it this way: you're driving down the highway and you want to see what's on the radio. You shuffle through the radio stations to find something you like, when all of a sudden you hear a creepy noise. Wouldn't you be curious to check out the station at a later time to see what was going on? As the explanation goes, they were likely broadcasting these noises on off hours to build curiosity around their station, which otherwise covered boring talks about tenant rights. People were mentioning this possibility all the way back in 2018 when these noises first became popular. And while the Community Alliance of Tenants hasn't come forward with a confession, people on the internet are 100% convinced that they deliberately created this hoax for attention. However, 96.7 FM has since been replaced by a rap station.
Bean Team, what you think, man? Do you think that's the real reason why those noises happen? To me, it's like I wouldn't say it's a terrible idea, advertisement idea. I get what they was doing, trying to, spark interest into their radio station by just getting people to tune in to figure out what's going on with these random noises. But I don't really see how that's helping you, what you really got going on. And you see, it didn't help, long story short, story long, because they got replaced with a whole nother I think Chillin' Scare said a rap radio station. So if that's the case, maybe it was a last ditch effort for them to try to garner some attention and bring people into their radio station that didn't work, like playing random clips of Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy. I don't know, because it's like, if people listen in for that and be trying to figure out the mystery behind this radio station, once they figure out it's a hoax, all because y'all want people to come watch y'all boring ass radio shows in the morning. And I don't know if they were boring or not. I'm just saying, y'all get what I'm saying, man. Once they figure out that this was all a hoax, guess what they gonna do? Not listen no more. Once that whole mystery ends, they gone. So I don't know, man. Red Pill said, I don't think it's the organization as a whole sending out those noises. It might just be one individual who was bored. And that's what I was thinking at first, Red Pill. But Chillin' Scared said it was not a troll. It was not just one person. He said that I guess the leading theory or the solved case of it is that it's multiple. Like this is the people behind the radio station who was pushing this hoax to hopefully get more attention to their radio stations. I don't freaking know, Bean Team. Long story short, story long, man. We gonna leave it at that. We just gonna leave that one where it is. I don't know. It still could be a freaking troll, man. All I know is more than likely it was somebody working there. We can all agree on that. Let's go.
The evil farming game. On the 1st of May 2016, Reddit user Sparta213 asked for help in finding a game similar to that of Harvest Moon, which is a cutesy farming game. However, this cuteness quickly turned into sheer horror as others read through the specifics of what Sparta was looking for. The post read, "I know almost nothing about this game. All I can remember is that it's kind of like Harvest Moon, but with a dark twist. The game starts out with you and your wife. One night you get into a fight and you end up stabbing her to death. Now, the game revolves around you farming to stay alive while trying to keep the town from finding out about the incident that happened. Every now and then the cops come to search your house and you have to hide her corpse." People found the idea of a game that combined an innocent premise like farming with such a twisted plot both disturbing and highly intriguing. Given the storyline of this mystery game, most assumed it was some obscure Flash-based browser game. However, despite countless users on the subreddit dedicating hours each day to the search, they found no clues that could lead to an answer. The search also garnered an entire subreddit, which quickly grew to over 10,000 members as the legend of the game with such a dark premise traveled across the internet. The search also resulted in some users posting about having played the game a long time ago, with one such post reading, "Hi all, first time posting here. Today I found my old laptop, but sadly it won't boot up. But it brought back some great memories, particularly a game I'm about to describe. So, at the start of the game you killed your wife, but after that you just lived as normal managing your farm. However, it had a twist. The police could come at any time and find the body, so you had to constantly be wary and move the body. The laptop was built in 2001, and I bought a new one in 2003, so it would have been between that time. It wasn't a browser game, and I think I may have gotten it from uTorrent, but cannot remember to be honest. Hope this is enough info, and many thanks." However, all of these claims turned out to be false. That is until one user solved the mystery 5 years after the original post. According to him, Sparta likely saw this animation for a clip of YouTuber Varg Skeletor Joel, otherwise known as Vinesauce, and later misremembered it as an actual game.
Honestly, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like Harvest Moon, but with like corpses. It sounds like that'd be a fun game. Just playing as Harvest Moon, but throughout all of the gameplay, you gotta hide a dead corpse. You know what? No, you know what it is? Harvest Moon. It's just regular Harvest Moon with your wife, and midway in the game, you have an argument with your wife, and you accidentally kill her with like you kill her with like a barbecue kebab rack. Like you impale her accidentally, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't mean that." And
What?
at the same time as you gotta like manage your farm, raise your chickens and milk the cows, you also gotta like hide the body from the cops sometimes, from health security checks, and yeah.
Sparta would confirm this to be the case, stating, "So guys, I just got around to looking at the Vinesauce animated video that someone found, and as anticlimactic as it may be, I believe that this is likely the source of the game. It fits everything exactly. And I used to fall asleep all the time watching Vinesauce videos." So, in the end, while finding the answer was satisfying, it also left many feeling empty after spending 5 long years searching for a game that ended up not even existing.
That's crazy, man. That one is crazy, and that one is a case of the Mandela effect being team. And I ain't gonna even try to sit up here and try to describe what the Mandela effect is to y'all. I hope y'all know what I'm saying. But long story short, story long, it's basically like a large group of people believing that they remembered something that didn't even actually happen. And I'll tell you two Mandela effects that happened in my life. And I can't go into a lot of detail, but the peanut butter jar. Jiffy. I thought it said Jiffy on the peanut butter jar being team, but it never said that. It says Jif. Jif. I always thought it was Jiffy peanut butter for some reason. Another one. It's the Bernstein Bears, but it's not actually the Bernstein Bears. It's the Bernstein Bears or something. You gotta look up the Mandela effect. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some. If you know what I'm talking about, and you look at it, you'd be like, "Whoa, I thought this was this," but come to find out, it was never that, man. Our girl Livy in the building. Shout out to Livy. I'm late and may have to continue later, but hello, Bean Team. What's up, Livy? Glad you showed up when you could show up, man. Happy you are here. Even Odin, Vendetta said hello. Rock and React. I'm sending 3 separate links for you to pick. All right, man. We might get into it. Rock and React. We might get into it. So far, this one's odd. Yeah, it's very freaking odd. Yeah, Live, you know what I'm talking about with the Bernstein Bears, man. I promise y'all, when I was little, growing up, I even did a project about the Bernstein Bears in like the 3rd grade or something. And I thought it was called this, but now it's called this. That is just crazy, man. I don't even want to think about it too much. But shout out to Livy, so I don't feel like I'm up here talking crazy and nobody understanding what I'm saying. Livy get what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out there too. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
Kanye Quest 3030. On July 22nd, 2013, a game called Kanye Quest 3030 released online, sparking a mystery that would haunt the internet for a decade. It was a very odd Pokemon-like role-playing game in which the player character, popular musician Kanye West, falls through a mysterious portal and finds himself in the year 3030. In this future, the United States is ruled by a clone of rapper Lil B, claiming himself to be a god. The world is also filled with clones of other famous rappers like Tupac, Jay-Z, and Eminem. Your goal as the player is to put together a party of rappers, defeat Lil B, and save America. It was an extremely strange concept, but one that made it stand out among the sea of other indie games from that era. It got popular enough to catch the attention of Video Game Donkey, one of the most respected video game reviewers on YouTube. But just like everything else, its popularity declined over the upcoming months. The game was fun, but it had zero replayability, so it faded into internet obscurity as players moved on to whatever was trending next. However, what no one knew was that beneath its hip-hop inspired surface, the game was hiding a dark, unsettling secret. On January 28, 2015, an anonymous user made a post on Pastebin detailing the shocking discovery they had made while playing the game. The post was titled, Kanye Quest, a front for Ascensionism. At one point in the game, an NPC asked the player, quote, "What do you want to do?" with a 6-letter blank space prompt to type your response. For fun, the user decided to type in Ascend. Doing this completely changed the scene and revealed a previously unknown section of the game, with the player character turning into a white butterfly. Immediately after entering this new area, a text box appeared with a creepy message reading, "Congratulations, you have proven yourself to be an open-minded and curious thinker. We must apologize for deceiving you, but we can reveal that the game you are playing up until this point was a front constructed to protect what you are currently accessing. We must ask that you do not reveal this area to the public. If you believe that you may be prone to revealing information or do not wish to participate, please close this program immediately by pressing Alt F4 or selecting the No option when it appears. By selecting the Yes option, you agree to participate and not reveal information. Would you like to participate?" Here, selecting No would just close out of the game, but if you were to select Yes, the game would bring up an even creepier message reading, "The following is a thought exercise designed to help teach you something beneficial. By undertaking this exercise, you will hopefully be affected in a positive way. Due to the nature of the exercise, this something cannot be revealed immediately. This exercise may or may not be restricted to this software. It is important to remember that the purpose of this exercise is to benefit you. You will not be timed. We cannot provide any more information except that we wish you good luck. You may begin now. Welcome to your ascension." The game then presented you with a number of puzzles where you had to enter the right password to proceed. If you managed to successfully complete these puzzles, the game teleported you to a completely white room with a single computer. Clicking on that computer revealed the message, "Congratulations, you have ascended. Thank you for playing." However, this wasn't the true
That's it?
ending of the game, because after that, a final text box appeared, giving players yet another chance to type something. If they entered the word Micropia, the game revealed a disturbing message. "You have proven your worth once again. You have ascended." However, further ascension is always possible, and by selecting the yes option, you agree to participate further and you grant us permission to interact with your possessions. Would you like to participate? If you choose
Might as well say yes, man. Hey, we this far down the freaking Pokemon Kanye Quest rabbit hole in the year 3030. We might as well keep going, man. We might as well keep going. I'll press yes a freaking again, man. The Bible said, who came up with this? I don't know, but it does look like a Pokemon clone. I will say that when I was growing up, I played Pokemon Red, Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Ruby, and after that, I grew out of Pokemon. But also, Libby said, "Oh hell no, what is this? I do not freaking know, Libby." I remember the Bernstein Bears. Now they say it's the Bernstein Bears. Yes, and thank you, Rock and React. Thank you. This is what I was trying to say earlier, man. I remember the Bernstein, like Stein, but now they say Stain. That is just crazy to me. That is just crazy. And they telling us that it always was Stain. I don't believe that ish. But then they got like you literally like books that came out back in the 90s. Let's leave it alone. Let's just leave that alone, Bean Team. But yes, Rock and React and Lively. I'm glad y'all understand where I'm coming from. I love Pokemon and most definitely had those vibes. Yeah, back when I was growing up, I freaking love Pokemon, man. But on the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. But like I said on this part, y'all, if we this far down the rabbit hole, we might as well just keep on pressing yes till we can't press yes no more. Let's find out what happened.
Choose yes, the message continued, stating, "Over the following 2-week time period, we will interact with you and your possessions in several ways. Keep an eye out, as some of these ways may be subtle. Others may not be. We may attempt to contact you directly. If we do this, we will attempt to notify you of our presence using a keyword. If you still consent to participation, please select the yes option above. Do you wish to participate?" If you choose yes, one last time, the game asks for your personal details, including your first name, last name, country, city, zip code, and house number. Once you entered this information, the game thanked you by name and told you to wait for further instructions. The repeated mentions of ascend throughout this section were a clear reference to Ascensionism, which is a cult based around the belief of reincarnation. So, was this game a recruiting tool for a mysterious cult? The only way to find out was to wait for the promised 2 weeks. But when no one was contacted after putting in their info, people on the internet began looking for the developer of the game. However, all they had to go on was a pseudonym, Phoenix. Further investigation into the game led to old posts on a now defunct forum called Unfiction, where users had once discussed an alternate reality game, or ARG, called Ascensionism. The creators of this ARG also had a PayPal link in their bio, and donating to it revealed the name of the creator, Nicholas Lyons. And while searching this name online didn't bring up much, it did reveal a Bandcamp account mentioning that Nick was signed to the label Ascensionism Records. This label had its own Bandcamp account, which revealed another name, Valerie. It seemed the hunt for the creator of Kanye West 3030 was finally drawing to a close. However, things quickly went south when MadPat from the Game Theory channel interviewed Valerie in 2021, and she had this to say.
So Kanye Quest, it's not actually related to me. For a long time, I wanted to make music for games. Because of this, I spent hours and hours finding and talking to folks in random game developer group chats on Skype, Discord, TeamSpeak, etc. I would say sometimes, hey, feel free to use my work or even just my ideas in your stuff for free. Just make sure you credit me. And with Kanye Quest, I don't really know. I don't know who developed it. I don't know why. I guess they just liked my work and wanted to incorporate it somehow while challenging themselves to implement some weird mechanics into their game.
Instead of clarifying things, Valerie's statements only deepened the mystery. Maybe the game was actually developed by a cult after all. But just over a year after Valerie's interview, the truth was finally revealed in a web series called Finding Yeezus. The hosts of this web series managed to find the creator by tracking down one of the game testers for Kanye Quest 3030. And the reality of this game turned out to be a lot more mundane than anyone could have imagined.
I'm Clara Hope. I'm a musician and artist, and I created Kanye Quest 3030.
So, where does it begin for you?
For me, it began as a year 12 project for high school. They wanted us to make like a major project for school, and I was like, I'm gonna make a video game.
The game contained nothing more than a hidden ARG. And the original user who made the pastebin on the Ascensionism findings turned out to be Clara Hope, the creator of the game, trying to bring attention to the ARG implementation. It was found that at no point was the game connected to the internet, so when you entered your personal details, it wasn't even going anywhere. It just goes to show how the internet's imagination and wild theories can transform something as ordinary as a high school final project into a decade-long cult mystery.
Facts. Facts. Them facts. Like, I can't remember the story, but earlier, y'all, and it was the same thing. Well, we can blow and create theories and conspiracies out of any freaking thing. If you come to find out, all that was a dude that had a project for his school, and he came up with this game that brought Tupac and Kanye West and Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls to the year 3030, and it was nothing more than that. But all of us made it more than what it was. But at the same time, y'all, he was freaking like kind of being mysterious with the do you want to continue and all this. But when it got to this point, and I gotta bring this comment up from Red Pill, once they ask you for your information, what's your first name, what's your last name, what city do you live, what street address do you have, what is the zip code, that's when you're freaking going too far, man. Me personally, I would have never put that information in that damn game. That's the point why I would have turned it off, like Red Pill said. Oh, hell no. Once they start asking for your information, the game ain't worth playing anymore. I agree 100%, Red Pill. That's when I would have been like, nah, I'm out. I'm done. Let's keep going, y'all. We almost done with it.
Yay video games. On September 8, 2010, Reddit user I Wish I Was a Meme made a post in r/gaming asking for mod recommendations for a game called Oblivion. The replies to the post started off fairly normal, with players of the game listing out the best mods for a new player. That is until a user by the name of Yay Video Games joined in on the conversation and posted a comment stating, "The uninstall button. The game is great and all, but god is it hard to fully remove all the junk it leaves behind on your system. You really need to check out that mod when the time comes to get rid of it. Otherwise, I think Ascuro's Oblivion overhaul is a nice start." The first two sentences of this comment didn't make any sense. And when someone said, "What?", Yay Video Games once again replied with a similar comment stating, "The uninstall button. The game is great. Ubisoft goes Steamwork bye-bye, always on DRM. But you have to go work, always on work DR. Check out the junk it leaves behind in you." This somehow made even less sense than his previous comment, leaving others confused about what he was trying to say. What they didn't know was that things were about to get a whole lot more confusing. After a few more back and forths, Yay Video Games started spamming the nonsensical phrase, "Ubisoft goes Steamwork bye-bye, always on DRM," over and over in the replies. However, what turned this behavior from strange to disturbing was the fact that most of these replies were formatted differently. They were bold, italic, all capital, in camel case, and in many other formats, meaning this wasn't just copy-pasted. He also linked to some extremely unsettling images with some of these comments that didn't make much sense either. The creepiest of these images was of a white surface with Yay Video Games' odd phrase written all over it. From there,
Yeah, I think Yay Video Games is just another one of these Reddit internet trolls. Long story short, story long, and he taking it to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Posting these crazy ass pictures, even the written on the right whiteboard, Ubisoft, DreamWorks, all this craziness. I think this is just some crazy ass troll. Let's find out though.
he continued posting similar comments nearly 4,000 times before finally getting banned from the subreddit. This left a lot of people questioning what they had just witnessed. Many just assumed that he was either trolling on some extreme level or that this was the work of an advanced bot. But before they could get any answers from Yay Video Games, he deleted his account and disappeared from Reddit. And the mystery of this bizarre breakdown remained unsolved. That is until Reddit user SoLegitHS took it upon himself to solve this case, hoping to find an interesting ARG or something along those lines. But what he uncovered instead was far more tragic than anything he could have imagined. After going through every post from the Yay Video Games account and finding similar repetitive patterns in other places across the platform, SoLegitHS narrowed down 3 more accounts that belonged to Yay Video Games. These included No Substance Here, Vinyl Record, and Not Sure How Big You Are. Among these, Not Sure How Big You Are appeared to be Yay Video Games' main account. Here he shared many aspects of his life that were crucial to figuring out his story. And contrary to what many believed, he wasn't just some troll spamming bizarre posts for attention. Those posts were his way of coping with a deeply miserable life. According to his posts, Yay Video Games was suffering from some extreme chronic illnesses that left him in excruciating pain at all times. The constant medication had also messed up his mental stability, resulting in manic episodes like the one that made him popular in the first place. Sadly, all of this became too much for him to bear. In the beginning of 2015, he decided to end his own life to escape the suffering.
Oh, damn. I ain't expect that end to come in, Bean Team. That is freaking sad, man. See, and that's another thing. And now I feel kind of bad. Now I feel kind of bad, man, because I was saying like, oh, this is another troll and all that. But it does show you that you never know what people are going through in life. You know what I'm saying? And Yay Video Games was going through some hardships in his life and ended up deciding to end his life. So I'll say rest in peace to him, man. I feel kind of bad for even saying what I was saying earlier, man. Like I said, it's kind of creepy though, because this is crazy. Yes, it is kind of creepy. And now that we know what actually happened, Libby, is even creepier, man. It's even sadder. I don't even know if sadder is not a word. More sad. That's what I'm supposed to be saying, man. Live it jump to conclusions sometimes. Yeah, but I feel like that's just human nature. You know what I'm saying, man? Especially when you look at something and you don't have the full context or the full backstory to it. It's just human nature. But now I feel kind of sad, man, talking about him and come to find out he really was going through some sad issues in his life. But I digress, Bean Team. What we at right now? 47 minutes on the live stream. This is what we're gonna do, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna check out one more video, y'all. I try to go over an hour on the live stream at least. So since we under an hour right now, we gonna go check a video out from Ewu Body Cam. Check one of them out real quick. Gonna check a short one out. Rock and React, you haven't left a comment, so just let me know later on one of the Ewus that you want me to check out the next time. But for now, let's get into this one right here. Patient goes on rampage inside a mental health facility. Let's check this one out real quick, Bean Team. And then we're going to get up out of here. Get up out of here. That third one, good Lord. What you talking about, Lively? What's the third one? Let's go back. Dad realizes his baby flew out of his getaway car at 110 miles per hour. The fuck? Is that what you talking about, Lively? And we got I'm just gonna call you Cal. We got Cal in the building. Hi, Mr. Stack. First time in the stream. What's up, bro? I be seeing you leaving comments, man. I be seeing you been leaving comments lately, man. You newly fresh a part of the Bean Team, but you most definitely welcome, and I'm glad that you caught an actual live stream. Lazy Masquerade, creepy as Rose. Lazy Masquerade put out a new video. Oh, you talking about something old, Red Pill? Hold on, let me see. Y'all got me curious, man. Y'all got me curious, Ryan. Let me see. Lazy Masquerade. Mr. Ballin dropped a new video too. Y'all know I'm gonna react to that tomorrow. Oh no, okay. So Red Pill probably talking to, let me see. Creepiest Rose. P.S. Rhodes. Let's see. 9 creepiest roads you should avoid at all costs. I may have to react to that one. But it's a little too long right now, Red Pill. It's a little too long right now because we ain't got too much time left. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the evil one. Yeah, we gonna go and check out one of these evil ones for now, man. But Red Pill, I'm most definitely gonna check out that video from the Lazy Man sometime in the future. It's just a little too long right now. So let's just check this one out. We're gonna check this one out real quick, and we're gonna get up out of here. And the title of it is Patient Goes on Rampage Inside Mental Health Facility. Let's go.
Someone just stabbed the doctor in the neck.
The staff is running around here crazy right now. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Give him some air, please.
You guys can't operate after this.
Yeah.
He's like, and I looked at him, I was like, Adam, and he went like this really quick. And I was like,
Is he a patient here?
Chaos erupts at Signature Medical Center in Maple Heights, Ohio, when a patient violently stabs a nurse practitioner. Officers race to the scene where traumatized witnesses are still reeling from the brutal aftermath and find themselves questioning exactly what happened and what may have driven the patient to commit such a horrific attack.
Dude, this is a big knife.
The following report is based on police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Just after 1 p.m. on August 24, 2024, dispatchers in Cuyahoga County received nearly a dozen panicked calls for help as a terrifying situation unfolds.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Signature Health, Maple Heights.
What's going on?
3rd floor, someone just stabbed the doctor in the neck.
The staff is running around here crazy right now. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Do we know who the person is that got stabbed in the neck?
Yeah, his name's Adam Brown. He's a nurse practitioner here.
Where's the person that did the stabbing?
I don't know. I think they're looking for him right now.
He's running around trying to get in everybody's door. He's running around.
Okay, is he white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
I don't know. I can't see him.
Okay. Is he saying anything?
Oh my God. We're locked. We're locked in the office. We can't. I'm too afraid to come out. I don't know what he looks like. There's blood everywhere, apparently. Please send help for him.
We are, honey. We are. We have them on their way.
Officer Vasco is
This
one
is
of the first
crazy.
to arrive at the outpatient medical facility.
Hang on, Drake. Everyone's here. Ron's on the floor. Where's he at? Right here. All right, put him on handcuff. He get handcuff. You go. All right. Hey, just lock it. Just lock it. I got my lock it. Secure. Lock to my lock it. The thing is still tight. It's tight. It's secure. Radio. Lock. Hey, lock it. Sorry, hang out with him. Yeah, you're locked it. So it won't get tight. Lock it. Step in the neck. All right, he stabbed in the neck. We have a male detained.
Come on. Don't
Guide him in.
Oh, is this? Hang in there, buddy, okay? Hang in there.
You guys need gauze? What do you need?
Just right here, just right here. Hold calm, hold calm.
Give me some gauze. Give me some gloves.
Spread your legs out. Spread your legs out. You okay? You're gonna be okay.
With the suspect secure, paramedics are cleared to enter the building. They'll need to move fast as the victim's condition is critical.
Get him down.
Is this gonna help?
No, that's not gonna help.
I'm told not to touch.
That's fine.
Yep.
You're all right, man. Okay, they're taking good care of you. 6-6 radio.
I have literally an 8-year-old in my office right now.
Advise them he's been stabbed in the neck. Massive hemorrhaging.
Let them know.
They're trying to
It's
clog it
okay.
right now.
They gotta stay in there. Tell her, knock on the door and tell her my kid said it's okay.
Open up, my kid says it's okay.
You're all right. They're coming. Okay, just keep breathing. Hey, ma'am. Can you escort our squad up? Make sure they know where they're going. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring a couple more with you.
They coming now. Coming through. Coming through. Coming through. Coming through. Squeeze my hand. Squeeze my hand.
With help on the way for Adam, Officer Lavalayo begins speaking with 3 witnesses who may be able to explain what happened.
So I heard my door was open. Adam came up right here in the middle of the pod. He's like,
Who's Adam?
The guy who was stabbed.
Okay.
He's like, and I looked at him, I was like, Adam, and he went like this really quick. And I was like,
Is he a patient here?
He's a staff member. He's he works in psychiatry.
Oh, he's a staff member? Yeah.
He was seeing that patient. The patient is the guy who stabbed
The guy
his
that we
patient.
arrested.
So he's in a room like this. Stabbed Adam.
And I just gotta point out, man, I feel like this dude need to be charged with attempted murder. Long story short, story long, being team. This dude need to be charged with attempted murder. And I also am very hopeful, and I'm feeling good right now that Adam is going to survive this. I think he is going to survive. Cal said that's really crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy how people will just lash out and go crazy like that at the snap of a second, and will be trying to kill and attack anybody in their vicinity, within their vision, their peripherals. You know what I'm saying, man? Patient goes on rampage inside mental health facility. Ugh.
Adam came out here. Adam came in my office.
Where did he stab him at, you think? In his room? In his room?
In his office. Yeah.
Where's his office?
It's around the corner here.
While a shaken Rachel attempts to explain the nightmare of what just unfolded, the victim, 49-year-old Adam Brown, is prepped for transport to the Metro Hospital.
The knife is right there.
Yeah.
The knife is right there.
Wonderful. Nobody touched it. Okay, I
touched it.
gotta get a bunch of pictures and everything.
I can put the rag on. His extremities feel clean. The air. Come here. He getting the air for you right now. He getting the air for you right now. He's down here. Give him some air, please. He's in his chest.
Hey guys. Hey, look, I can't have nobody right
Walk
here.
this way, guys. Walk this way.
Thank you.
Give me an hour breather.
Rachel continues to explain what happened next. Later, the bone-chilling visuals from the surveillance footage will be revealed and expose the details of this horrid attack.
Adam came in here, and I pressed the panic button, tried to kick the doorstep out. He came in this room. He's standing here. Adam's like, no. And I'm like grabbing a trash can, throwing it at him. Just grabbing anything I could.
The guy that has psychological issues?
Yes. I ran out. Adam and I ran out here. Then he tackled us in the hallway. Adam and I fell in the hallway. Tommy came through the chair of the patient. Patient fell over, and he got up again. Tommy ran, and I'm like this against the wall, and he just kept
So the
going
suspect
after.
came in here?
Came in here. Adam was cornered in here. I don't know how Adam got out of here, but he did.
Yeah.
Then in the hallway, he started stabbing Adam again. And I'm like this. The patient looked at me like he was going to hit me. More like in the sides. At least on top of him like this.
Investigators must now find out the suspect's identity and determine why he brutally attacked Adam.
Did y'all get the guy that actually did it?
Yeah, he's a white guy, right?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
So when we came
In
up
my
here,
office, I heard
I got you.
real loud thumps, and they never.
Who is this kid?
He's a nurse practitioner. He's a provider.
Mr. Brown is?
Yes, both of
But
them.
who's the kid that was with him?
I have no clue. He's a patient. We deal with psych patients.
Meanwhile, an officer asks,
And I just gotta point this out too, being team. The job that they work at, you work at a mental health facility. So you gotta know that there are dangers of working there. You know what I'm saying? You literally, and I'm not trying to be funny or nothing when I say this, but y'all get what I'm saying, man. You literally working in a crazy house, so to speak. So you know some of these people, and most of these patients are freaking crazy, and they may lash out and do some craziness like this. So you got to be on your guard. I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like when you sign up for this job, you know what comes with it. You know there's a possibility that one of these patients may be going through one of their mental health issues and decide to attack you. That's all I'm saying, man. Not trying to even be disrespectful at all. Lively said, wait, where did he even manage to get up? Hey, Lively, great freaking question. Where the freak did he get a knife inside a mental health facility? There should be no knives at all, nowhere around the patients in here. Like, how did he even get the knife? Great question that I hope we get answered, Lively. Let's keep going.
Jeffrey a critical question that will bring them one step closer to witnessing the full horror of the attack.
You guys don't have video in here, do you? In the hallway? How many times did he stab him?
Three. Well, at least I saw 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were all neck.
The suspect is identified as 24-year-old Jason Hollis, a patient suffering from schizophrenia causing paranoia and hallucinations. He was at the clinic for 2 injections of antipsychotic medications used to treat the disorder. While the details highlighted Jason's condition, nothing explained why his attack seemed entirely focused on Adam. As Officer Vasco examines the evidence, he notices something unusual about the weapon that may hint at premeditation.
Here's a knife, by the way. Dude, this is a big knife.
Someone said they were in the office with him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, what the is this? So, he's got it taped up.
Okay, so this wasn't something he grabs for the moment. This is something that he brought with him. Okay.
Meanwhile, another officer wonders.
Okay, Lively, that makes sense. Now that makes sense. He snuck it inside the building. He snuck it in the facility. Long story short, story long. But why the freak he decided to attack Adam? Like, why was Adam the dude that do you know Adam? I don't know, man. Maybe it was just something random. But at least we know how the knife actually got in there. That was a great question from you that I wasn't even thinking about.
Why more safety measures weren't put into place.
I don't know how you guys do stuff, but like in the future, especially after this, what I just saw, I would just maybe like check with security to see if they could start checking people entering the door. Because you would think with the probation department downstairs.
We're federal. Why would we
I know. But you maybe check like in the long, like down further, like check whoever the security company is. Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason.
And honestly, after this incident, I don't think they would argue with you.
I don't know. Well, you don't want people to think that.
Do you guys get pens?
I just talked to
Okay.
Libby. She said shut the whole office down. Nobody.
Oh yeah, you guys can't operate after this.
Sad.
Like, doesn't even know right now.
No, I know. This is very traumatizing.
The Signature Health facility implemented routine weapons detection screening for the safety of staff and other patients following the attack. Downstairs, the security guard confirms what officers have been waiting to hear about the surveillance footage.
You asked about who?
Nate?
Nate.
So, man, camera footage. He'll be here in a minute because all I know is I heard he called me on the radio. I'm trying to like this. I'm trying to get up there, like the elevator's moving slow because like I was in the basement.
For now, employees continue to struggle with the emotional aftermath.
Something needs to happen for Aaron to come back to work.
I would have like even if they have the security officer just patting people down or something like that, because he shouldn't have never been able to come in here with a knife.
Like, I just like.
And people have done it before.
I mean,
too.
I want to.
Like that one lady brought a gun in here. You know?
Right. It's like, oh, she's not home. I don't think.
Yeah, and people have to realize like it's one thing when they take their meds, but like if people have a mental episode, you know how crazy they get. We see it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Just like the client, like the look on his face. Yeah, he would. He walked by. When he walked into my office, I'm at the ground next to the door, and he looks at me, but quickly his attention averted back to Adam. It's like he had one mission in mind, and even in the hallway, he had another opportunity just to
And then
walk right by me and Adam's
security
like,
ended up coming up here and getting him.
Rachel, save yourself.
I don't know about you, but I was thinking this was going to end a different way.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, where's the suspect at? I got the security guard doing the statement. He said when he came up there to do that knife attack, he put his gun out. So he dropped the knife, he dropped it.
Oh, he
dropped it.
While officers on scene continue to gather statements and evidence, Jason arrives at the police station. But despite the vicious nature of the assault, his demeanor appears chillingly calm.
I'm Detective Haley. This is Peter Heitzer.
I pissed myself in here.
Okay.
What?
Well, let somebody know. First thing first, I'm gonna real quick get some information for you. Okay?
And I get lawyer.
Huh?
Lawyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna read your rights on here and stuff, so. All right, but I wanna make sure you have the right person, so it's. You understand each of those rights?
The Miranda rights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now, make any statements? Okay, all right. Wanted to make sure.
You guys see you give me a change of clothes?
Yeah, the jail's gonna work on that,
All right.
so.
Though Jason is unwilling to speak with detectives, the surveillance footage itself speaks volumes, revealing the sheer intensity and chaos of his attack.
Hold on, man. Time out. I gotta mention something else right now, too, Bean Team. What the freak is the security at while this is going on? You see all these people panicking, running in the hallway and all that stuff. But all the security have no idea this is going on. You want to know why? Because they downstairs at the entrance of the building. These type of buildings, you need security on every floor. You need security walking the hallways, not just at the entrance part. And they failed at the entrance part by even allowing this man to come in the building with the damn knife. You should have been checking them a little better than you did. Won't you think? This kind of like getting me a little mad, as y'all can see, man. Like, hold on, man. The security company is failing us right now, or failing them, I should say. But why Adam though? Like, what did he do? Same thing I said, Cal, man. Same thing I said. I don't know. I don't even think it was a reason why he attacked that Adam more than it was just, hey, this the dude I want to freaking stab, and that's what he ended up doing, man. And Live said the same thing, man. But I think that he just attacked them just because. I really think it was random. But yeah, Live, man, they need freaking exactly. They needed better security checks for these patients. I hope Adam turns out okay. Yeah, I think Adam gonna be okay. If we get to the end of this video, then he will be like, Adam end up dying. I'm gonna be like, oh my god. But seriously, man, we watched this camera footage, y'all. It's like, where in the freak is the security on this floor?
Rachel does her best to save Adam while he continues his attempts to escape. Jason, however, is relentless, forcing Tommy to take drastic measures in a heroic attempt to save Adam's life.
W. Tommy.
23-year-old Jason Hollis was charged with attempted murder and 2 counts of felonious assault. His bond was set at $250,000. He initially pled not guilty and was ordered to undergo a competency evaluation. During this evaluation, Jason explained his motives behind the attack, stating that Adam was an asshole who was prescribing him medications that he believed weren't working. He also claimed he blacked out during the event and remembers little of the attack. After a determination was made that he understood the nature of his crime, Jason pleaded guilty to attempted murder on October of 2024, and the other charges were dropped. He was sentenced to a minimum of 11 years and a maximum of 16 years and 6 months in prison. He's currently incarcerated at the Lorraine Correctional Institution in Grafton, Ohio. He appealed his sentence in December of 2024. 49-year-old Adam Brown underwent emergency surgery with a total of 5 stab wounds to the neck and upper chest, and ultimately survived. According to a GoFundMe, he returned home to recover in the care of his family where he's not likely to forget the heroic actions of his colleagues who bravely took action to save his life.
Man, the biggest thing I can say with that one being team is thank God he survived. Long story short, story long. We'll just start off right there with that. And yeah, man, like Lobby and Kyle and me said, W Tommy, man, for stepping in and pretty much more than likely saving that man's life. Seriously. And another thing I gotta say about it too, though, man, I don't like the sentence. I don't like the sentence being team. What he got the minimum of 11 years, the maximum of 16. So whenever he do get out, what y'all think he gonna end up doing later on? Attacking somebody else and having another opportunity to kill somebody? Like this dude, he got mental health issues. He already attempted to kill someone in the past. So what make you think he not gonna do it again in the future? Like I feel like this dude should just be locked up for the rest of his life, man. Lively said, I figured someone had to do something. And yeah, Tommy, major W, major freaking W. Bro is lying so bad. What do you mean you blacked out? But in the room was talking about, can I just get a lawyer and acting calm? Hey, I feel you on that too, Cal. Yes, because I don't believe that blackout part either. I don't believe that part either. In the room, the first thing he said, can I get a lawyer? Like he already had it in his mind, like I'm just gonna ask for a lawyer so they won't say nothing else. That was attempted murder to me. Like he kept going after him. Yes, man, he kept going after this dude, man. It's attempted murder. At least give him 25 years. I'm just saying, man. I'm just freaking saying, y'all. That was freaking crazy on a lot of different levels. But that security, I hope and pray that now that security is a lot tighter than what it has been, man. Even the employees, I think one of the male employees talked about that it was a lady who had brought a gun in there previously. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, a mental health facility, we got to be tight on our security. Right, he chased them down like that. Yeah, man, it's crazy how he chased them down. I was kind of wrong. I was wrong on the just saying like it was a random attack. I do want to say that because it wasn't exactly random, because Adam was the one who was prescribing him drugs, and so for some reason he thought Adam was prescribing him the wrong or some crazy drugs. I don't know, but he did know Adam on a more personal level than I thought. But it still don't matter, man. He should have never did that. Long story short, story long. Yeah, Cal, man. Yeah, freaking 25 to life for real. And I want to go back real quick to Rock and React. Okay, can you react to one of my suggestions next Saturday? It doesn't matter which one, as long as it's one of my suggestions. LOL. Yeah, if it's a Ewu Rock and React, let me know down in the comment section, because next week we probably gonna just check out some random videos, you know, whatever. I don't know what we gonna do, but just make sure it's not a long video, 20 to 30 minutes long, you know what I'm saying? Not too freaking long, because I want to check out more than just that one. So send me some suggestions, and all y'all send me suggestions, man, on these live streams, y'all. I think this is what I'm gonna start doing, man. This is gonna be the time where I just literally watch suggestions from y'all if y'all send them to me. But I digress. I'm gonna go and let y'all go, being team. Like I said, next week's live stream will be another reaction live stream, and then after that, we will be doing another game of Kahoot. So y'all be on the lookout for that also. And make sure y'all come on back tomorrow for another freaking Mr. Ballin' Sunday. And before you leave, just please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that if you ain't did that yet. And remember this: love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.